All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday. Let's see what's going on. Charlie's here. Ready to lead the band? Not really. Not really, Mom. All right, let's see what's going on today. I'm having a lot of overnight. I don't think I'd call them dreams. Okay, a lot of conversations with spirit overnight that have kind of shaken me awake sometimes. And in fact, one I felt earthquakes, more earthquakes going on, and it like bounced me right out of bed, like not in this reality, but in my dream. And I really felt it. I have a major bruise on my back from falling down the stairs over a week ago, and it's pretty ugly. But something activated that and woke me. I was like, ow, like I was in the dream or in the conversation, really falling out of bed. So there's something about that. Yesterday in the For Whoever reading, I was talking about like pulling your energy back in. This Piscean time it's really going to be important to get to the place inside of you where you're like, yeah, this is where I want to go. And maybe you don't know where that is right now. Maybe you don't have an idea that there's even a choice point or decision point coming up, but there is. And there's something about on the spiritual path about those of us who've really if you're all watching my channel, you are a mystic, a healer, a shaman, and you're on this spiritual path, doing spiritual work, even if it's unconsciously helping the lower vibrations on this planet to transmute. That can really be exhausting overnight that you're going through all of this work. But I just want to say that that's been happening for me, and we'll talk more about that in Pathfinders this week. I'm also being called to give you a methodology that I use to work through shadow, because there's a lot of shadow on this planet right now, and there's a need for us to do more clearing of our own shadow energy, our own emotional, cleaning your emotional house is in order right now. Rejuvenating rain, clear the past, heal the present. That's what I was just saying. Surrendering to the journey, release control. I think that's where we're at right now. It's very challenging to do that. Oh, look at you. Mystic healer, healing energy flows through you. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering into your life. Now, rainbows come out after storms. I am definitely really, look at this. There's two owls. I never noticed that there are two owls. Whoopsie. Okay, hold on. There's two owls. There's one up in this tree right there watching her, and this tree right watching her. I am a big owl fan, obviously, but I'm also been noticing a lot of owl imagery in my dreams, a lot of owl sort of appearances on social media coming across my feed. I'm not really seeking them out. I'm not searching for owls. So, but they're showing up. And in the reading yesterday, I'm just bringing this up because this feels connected. So I'll put a link to yesterday's reading in the description box. So if you haven't seen it, it does feel a little bit like the prequel to this reading. So let's see what wants to come through, because in this reading, we are talking about the healing energy. In that reading, we were talking about pulling our energy back in, meditating, what's next for me. Here I am to serve. It was a lot about service. Six of Pentacles. There was a lot of energy in there around, and I'm hearing it right now. Make me a servant of peace, or make me a servant. Bring me to where I need to be. Bring me to the place I need to be in. Bring me to what I need to be doing right now. There is going to be a need for a lot of healing. We are going to be going through some tower moments. I'm telling you, by the time we get to eclipse season, oof, it's going to be big. So Four of Pentacles underneath, the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Cups, Justice, and the Nine of Pentacles. I like this. I'm taking the Queen of Swords too. So that's about balance and seeing things clearly. In Pisces season starts tomorrow. It can be very have very little. Everything is kind of jumbled up together. Okay, there can be a lot of that experience where everything is kind of jumbled up together. I don't know where I'm going right now. When Mars has been in retrograde, we're kind of just sitting here, pulling our energy back in. Eight of Cups. Very soon, we're going to be asked to walk a new path. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't think you can prepare. Was it in a reading the other day that early or late last week when I was talking about my friend Jim? He used to be a news anchor and I love him dearly. And every year they would take a trip, but they didn't know where they were going. It was like surprise vacation. And they had a friend who managed or was a travel agent, but then like that was his business, like doing these surprise vacations. And it just like, I just want to go somewhere warm. It's February. I want to go somewhere warm. And so, but it could be a camping trip. It could be a Pupushishi resort. It could be, going to help build houses for Habitat for Humanity. Like it could be anything. And like he could never really prepare for it. And he was up for anything. He was like, they were all down with it. They wouldn't send you on a trip unless you were all down with that. So there's something here about that just says, make me a servant of your peace, or make me put me in the right place. I have no clarity about where we're going, but we're going to very soon. And justice is going to be served. In Piscean times, the key to Pisces is to stay balanced and feel your feelings. Just be where you are. It's totally fine. You don't have to be, I was talking about manifesting also. Like you don't have to be some kind of manifesting wizard right now. But what you are doing is you're kind of getting a sense of what is who you are on a more sort of complete level. Nine of Pentacles, Justice, Queen of Swords. Okay. And when we do this shadow work, this will help you see why feelings show up, help you to hear them. They're messengers. Your feelings are messengers, and they won't shut up until you hear them. It's true. So we're being asked to go on a new journey here. High Priestess, there's the healer, there's the mystic, there is Temperance, Archangel Michael showing up. Two of Pentacles, look at that. Two of Cups with the Temperance card and the Two of Pentacles. And then this is a 2. High Priestess is a 2. So there's definitely something about the split in consciousness that's happening right now. He's got one foot in the water and one foot on land, kind of feeling in betwixt and in between. You see the rolling sea there behind this Two of Pentacles. So let's keep going here. Hanged Man, that's enlightenment. Knight of Pentacles. Taking action. 3 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. 8 of Wands, and the 4 of Wands. I was getting this too. This can be a move. There's going to be some kind of shift away from a burdensome behavior or burdensome life or something that is burdening you. There's a big shift away from this. And I feel like this, when you surrender, this is like surrendering control almost, because the Knight of Pentacles is like the heaviest knight in the deck. And Knight of Pentacles is all about it's Virgo energy, so it's about systems. And I think that's what's going to be happening is we're going to see in our own lives like where systems can't survive a big shift. And so some things just have to be abandoned in favor of something new. The 3 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands, it just feels lighter and brighter. It feels like we're getting rid of this kind of energy, this 10 of Wands, and feeling burdened, feeling overwhelmed. So you could feel that way in the next little while here. I'm going to ask about timing. And you know what? I'm going to say to you that Pisces season, 6 weeks, over the next 6 weeks, faster than that with the Knight of Swords. Yes, that's right. So faster than 6 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks here. So 2 months. It's more like the next month. It's Pisces season. Pisces season is going to bring in some kind of battle. I hate to use that word, but that's what I'm getting. Some kind of battle where you need to surrender an old technology because it's just not up to this new battle. There's no point to it. And you're dragging it along with you. The Ten of Wands, you can't use the same tools anymore or something like that. Wheel of Fortune, destined and fated energy. Three of Cups. Look at the collaboration going on here. There's Empress, there's 3, and the 7 of Swords. So this is I have been seeing this recently. This is an interesting reading because it's pulling from all these different readings I'm feeling. It's I'm starting to do the end of February, little bit of a March preview readings this week. You're going to see those this week. And it's almost like this reading is pulling from a lot of different readings. That's interesting. It's like calling all cars, right? Calling all healers. Calling all healers. There's a need for collaboration. Like how you've been doing it up until now isn't sufficient. And so there's this moment, this is the standstill time. Mars is standing still right now, 17 degrees of Cancer. It's going to go direct next week, but it takes a while for the energy to start moving there. And so this week is really a time for us to go internally, look at situations from a different angle, and really see things differently, see people differently, see, what would we do if things changed radically? Like that's how you're going to know. It's like not built on the same paradigm. Like what if whatever's holding you in place, what if that weren't true anymore? Right? Like what if, I'll just use some, real world examples. Like what if your job didn't have the benefits it has? I know plenty of people that would just be like, I'm out. What if the relationship you're in, what if you could just walk away from that? What if, what if taxes weren't holding you in place? What if it's a lot of physical things, right? It's a lot about money and about the current nature of things and how things work have gotten too heavy. All right. Have gotten too heavy. And, believe me, I'm not super psyched about a sledgehammer to things. It's very inelegant, but there is something here about, in order to get to this other side and building something really beautiful, some things do have to go away. And not crazy about how this is happening, believe me, but I'm saying to you that from a spiritual perspective, it's time for us to look at what, we are here to serve. We're here to serve. So what does that look like? What does that mean? And I feel like that's what's coming up here about being asked to serve. So clear the past, heal the present. That's going to get you balanced with that Justice card. It's time to really, that's why the shadow work thing is coming up for me today and this week. That's why we're going to focus on that this week. Going to focus on the moon again for the astrology group. Going to look at progressed moon, and that really will show you a lot about where you're headed or what you want to do. Okay. So we'll talk about that this week in astrology. And there's just something here about, I don't think we have to know, and we won't. I don't think we have to know, and we won't know. Here comes a shake. We won't know where this is headed. But it's almost like those of us, and you are on this spiritual path, are being asked to step in and like let go of control, release control, and surrender to this journey. It's time. It's time. So let's go deeper into this reading. I'm going to look at what we don't see coming and let's see how we play this out. Let's look at the next 30 days. All right. If you're wanting to continue on with this reading, if this is for you, let's keep going. There's a link below. Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.